Hi guys, Vegan Babe here. I just watched Sorsha. I'm not really sure how you pronounce her name, but you know, the vegan lady, pretty vegan lady with the blonde hair with the highlights. Yeah, I just watched her video response on, what's her name? Jazmin Gonzalez's video about why she's not plant-based vegan anymore. And the first thing that came to my mind when I was watching that video is that Jazmin needs to get a grip. If you're watching this, Jazmin, you need to get a grip. And I think you should calm down and just refocus on all of the things that you mentioned in your video. So number one, you like being vegan for ethical reasons and saving animals, and you have a kind heart and all of that. So make that your number one reason as to why you should refocus on what it is that you really want to do. If you really want to do something, then you can do it. You just need to find alternative ways to actually get there. So my advice to Jazmin would be to bring everything back and calm herself down and write a list of all of the foods that she needs and bring it back to the basics. So you want the legumes, you want the grains, you want potatoes and any carbs. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, pasta, noodles, all of the carbs. Make sure they're whole grain or they're an alternative such as spelt or something that's, you know, something that's hearty and healthy for you. And once you have your basics, you want to go with the fruits and vegetables that you like and pick 5 go-to vegetables and 5 go-to fruits. And like Sorsha, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, like Sorsha mentioned, chewing this by the way, B12. So like Sorsha mentioned, you can get most of your fruits and vegetables in a frozen state because they're much cheaper, they're affordable, and they're easily accessible. You just go in your freezer, take out what you want, and use how much you want then and there, and then put the rest back in the fridge. And if there are some fruits and vegetables that you can't find that are frozen, you can actually freeze them yourself, which is a very efficient way of using things when, like, as and when you need to. So yeah, I would recommend frozen fruits and vegetables, and I'd also recommend getting things in jars. And I'm not a big fan of things in tins, but you can also get tin things, especially when it comes to legumes, like kidney beans. You can get haricot beans. You can get the broad beans in the tin, and sometimes I buy that when I'm feeling a bit lazy. And it's all about kind of keeping a balance. Sometimes you can buy fresh, sometimes you can buy frozen. Maybe buy 3 frozen vegetables or like a mixture of them, and get the rest of them fresh. And do the same with the vegetables, so 3 frozen, 3 fresh ones, and kind of, you know, keep it an even number and mix it up if you want to. But the main thing here is to make it so it's affordable for yourself. So as well as frozen vegetables and fruit, jarred and tinned vegetables and fruits and legumes, and making sure that you have the basics, like all the carbs I just mentioned. Other things that you can get are actually ready meals or ready sauces. And like, if you get something that's ready-made, it really depends on what you want and what you like. But if you want to get something that's ready-made, pre-packaged, and you like the taste of it and you really enjoy it, then I'd recommend that you do it. So you can get pasta sauces that are already made, you can get spreads to put on your bread that are already made, you can get sauces for your rice, sauces for your potato, pasta, etc. that are all already made. They come in the jar. And one brand that I would recommend is actually Seeds of Change. They are organic and they are obviously vegan and vegetarian, and they taste really nice, especially their tomato sauce. That's the go-to that I really like. And excuse me, I can't remember the brand, but maybe it's the same one, but it's a passata sauce. I've gotten this from Holland and Barret, and they sell it on Amazon as well if you want to check. And it's this huge jar of passata sauce. They actually sell it on Abel Cole, which is another thing that I want to mention. So Abel Cole is basically a fresh food delivery service, and they deliver the groceries straight to your door, and it comes in a cardboard box. And every single week, that's how I get most of my vegetables. And you can kind of customize your order so you get exactly what you want to come in the box. And you can get pre-made boxes, you can get small boxes, medium boxes, and large boxes. And there's a whole variety. They sell salad boxes, they sell veg boxes, they sell fruit and vegetable boxes, or they sell the fruit on its own, and they sell little bundles of vegetables that you can make a stock with, or that you can make a stew with, or a soup. So it's very, very flexible in that way. They don't only sell boxes, they sell groceries that you can, put in your basket, and it will also come in the box. And it's also suitable for meat eaters. I mean, I don't have anything against you, but it's suitable for everyone, and I definitely recommend that if you're in the UK, you check it out. And I'm not sure about the US, but I know that there are a lot of other services that are pretty the same, and I'm sure they're actually cheaper, to be honest. And if you want to try something different and you don't want to go for a box that comes to your door, well, I'm sure you're like me, have things to do, places to be, people to see, and you just want something that comes fresh and quick and direct to your door. Another food delivery service is something called HelloFresh, and there's another one called Gusto. These are all in the UK, and I'm not really sure whether they're in the US, but I'm sure there's a lot of similar delivery services. And what HelloFresh is a cook from scratch delivery service. It's kind of like Abel Cole, but with HelloFresh they bring the box to your door, and it has all the ingredients in it to make about 3, 4 or 5 recipes. Again, it's interchangeable and you can kind of customize it to your own liking. So they give you all the ingredients exactly, like down to the measurement, and they give you the recipe card as well. And it's suitable for vegetarians. And I'm not very sure about their vegan options, but I spoke to someone who works on behalf of their business, because I was actually training to be a HelloFresh representative, and they're bringing out vegan options pretty soon, maybe in a year's time. So that should be interesting, but it's definitely great for people who are vegetarian and meat eaters. The other one that I mentioned, Gusto, you can check online and kind of see their options and see what they do. It might be a bit pricey for some people, but you just have to look around and see what best option suits you. But the number one service that I would actually recommend is Abel Cole, because they're quite affordable and they don't do a delivery charge if you go over £12.50, I think. So obviously your shop, if you're going to do a weekly shop, it's going to be over £12.50. And you can even do a weekly shop for as little as £15, which is often what I do. And it doesn't really break the bank. I work part-time too, the same as Jazmin, so it doesn't break the bank at all. And it's, it's affordable, and it's healthy, and it's organic as well. They also sell burgers on Abel Cole. And they're always coming out with new groceries and, little cute novelty vegan things I really like as well. And another website to actually check out is Vegan Tuck Box. And basically, if you're someone that likes snacking, you like healthy snacks, Vegan Tuck Box brings a specialized box. Again, it's delivered to your door, which is great, and they bring the box to your door with a range of vegan snacks, and it's amazing. Like I haven't tried it out yet, but looking online and looking at the snacks they do, and they do surprises and things like that, and it's quite affordable as well. It's something that I would definitely try, and I definitely would recommend that other people try it as well. Like, even if you're not vegan, the snacks, they're amazing, because I've had some of the snacks that are in the boxes before, so I know that it's good quality already. And the last website that I want to recommend for my vegans out there, especially UK vegans, and again, I'm sorry for my US vegans or my Spain vegans or wherever you are in the world. I'm not really sure whether they do shipping or if they deliver to your country. I'm sure you can find very similar services that do the same thing. One website that I really like using is Real Foods, and just Google Real Foods and it will come up with all of the groceries, all of the fresh fruit and vegetables. They do raw fruit, and they do nuts, seeds, and basically everything. It's your one-stop shop for grocery shopping. whether you're vegan, whether you're vegetarian, or whether you really don't care and you just like eating whatever you like. I would say their groceries are pretty affordable. They're in the mid-range, I would say. If you consider yourself a pauper, maybe Real Foods isn't for you. But if you think you can, like you're in the middle, that you can kind of stretch a bit with your money, then I would suggest try shopping at Real Foods. And they have a minimum shop of £30. And yeah, if you think about it, like how many people are you shopping for? Is it just yourself? Is it a family? Are you doing like a house share and you're cooking for you and a friend? So take that into consideration as well when you're shopping and you're writing down your list and you're thinking up meal plans and all of that stuff. It's all about finding the right shop for you and the right supermarket, Oh, another thing that I didn't mention is farmers markets. So farmers markets are basically markets that sell groceries that have come from the farm, straight from the farm. And I think they're great because they always sell local produce, and they're small businesses that really need the support of people like you and me. So if you can afford to go to a farmer's market, because I know there's dare I say cheap, there's affordable farmer markets and there's gourmet farmer markets. So just pick carefully as to what farmer market you go to. And there are tons and tons of farmer markets in London and outside London, and I know there's a lot of them in the US as well. And some of them do delivery services as well, so they'll literally pack your fruit and veg and your groceries and deliver it to your door, the same sort of way that Abel Cole does deliveries. So yeah, farmers markets, they can be pretty affordable and cheap and cheerful, but you just have to find the right one. I would suggest not going every single week. Maybe go once every 3 weeks. And like I said, mix and match. Sometimes go to the supermarket, sometimes go frozen, fresh, get things in the tin, in the jar. Ready meals, they come in handy. They really do, especially if you're working and you're tired and you come home and you're just like, I really can't be bothered to cook anything. And you just go in your freezer and you find a ready meal. Or you get out your frozen vegetables, you put some rice in the cooker, and you have your pasta sauce that's already waiting for you. You don't have to make everything from scratch. You can be as lazy as you want, or you can be as homemade as you want. I'm the sort of person that I really love to cook everything from scratch. But I know for sure there are definitely days and nights where I really can't be bothered. So I think it's great, like not just as a vegan or a vegetarian, but whatever you like to eat, whether it's meat, whether it's not meat, or whether you just like to live on air. Regardless of what you eat or consume, having a balanced diet and making sure you carb the fuck up, okay? And eating a range of fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, legumes, beans, and whole grains. That is the thing that really matters. You don't have to be plant-based. You don't have to go all in, especially if you're working part-time, like myself, like Jazmin, like many other vegans I know, or even if you're working full-time and your money has to go somewhere else and food isn't the thing that you can really splurge out on at the moment. So yeah, that's my advice for Jazmin and other people that are kind of struggling and thinking like, oh my god, I'm really failing at being a vegan. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to be better at this, I need to buy all of those foods and make all of those fancy dishes. You don't need to do that at all. All you need to do is, like I said, keep a balanced diet and make sure you have your fruits, vegetables, your carbs, your legumes, your beans, and that will set you up for a healthy diet, a healthy body and a healthy mind. So yeah, that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.